Welcome to Europeans in Taiwan. This video series is funded by the European Union office here in Taiwan, and this is where me and Mumu are traveling around the entire European Union here in Taiwan. This week with the Polish office here in Taiwan.
My name is Kamil Tokarski and I am director of Polish office here in Taipei. I've been here for not more than a year now, and I can say this is a very special place.
My name is Kamil Tokarski and I'm a Polish pianist. I came to Taiwan 4 years ago following my Taiwanese wife, and now we have two Polish Taiwanese kids.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
What actually brought you here to Taiwan?
For me, I spent already some time in region, in Japan and in Korea. When it comes to the high technologies, semiconductor industry, the geopolitical location, this is the center of the universe. And it is extremely interesting to be here and get acquainted with Taiwan and its place on the map of the world.
I've been studying in the United States for 10 years, so I've already been used to this sort of international lifestyle, and after I finished my studies, I graduated with my doctorate degree, I sort of faced a dilemma where to go next: stay in the United States, go back to Poland, or try another adventure. And well, I went for another adventure. So I decided to follow my wife here without knowing any Chinese, and I took a brave move and decided to open a recording teaching studio in Sanxia, and I couldn't be happier.
How would she promote Taiwan? For me, I have been in Taiwan for 11 years, and the only thing I knew about Taiwan before coming here was Taipei 101. I'm assuming there's a lot of food.
Yes, there's always food. Actually, it's interesting. Same as you, Taipei 101. I remember when I was younger in Poland, I watched these Discovery Channel videos about the newest technological advancements in architecture. There was a video about Taipei 101, which at that time I think was the tallest building in the world. But my very earliest memory of Taiwan, 1995 maybe, when we got this washing machine. It's made in Taiwan, and I had no idea. What is Taiwan? Where is Taiwan? And I asked my father, where is Taiwan? It's very far away. Very far away. And I said, is it farther than Grandma? Grandma was like 4 hours by car. My father said, oh, it's like going to Grandma 300 times. And I said, wow, that is far away. So that was my earliest memory, that Taiwan is just very far away, like going to Grandma 300 times. End of the world, and here I am.
When I was in Japan, former director of the office visited me several times in Japan, and he told me a lot about Taiwan, Taiwanese people. He said, you have to come here, you have to come, such a special place, such a special people. It was easier for me then to, after this introduction, to come here and discover that he actually was right.
How is the daily life in Taiwan versus your daily life in Poland, and what has been like the biggest either surprise or like the biggest change when it comes to like day to day for you personally?
Well, I came here almost in the middle of COVID. So in comparison to European standards, the measures that were taken showed us how disciplined the Taiwanese is. So it was first that we've noticed upon our arrival. Other than that, the warmth of the people that appeared soon after the Russian aggression on Ukraine, because Taiwanese people very quickly realized that they can actually offer something to the, now we know, millions of refugees. At that time, Taiwanese quickly realized that they may actually help to those in need, and I witnessed a lot of dedication, a lot of warmth. This is also a very important discovery.
Actually, my experience is very similar to Director Kozachevsky. Pretty much instantly realized how warm and welcoming Taiwanese people are. They're also very curious about you, who you are, where are you from. That helped me a lot to get accustomed to all the new things that's happening around me. So I must say that this experience in a way made me more understanding, appreciating of different cultures, and in a sense also a little bit proud of my own culture, because I realized that everybody wants to know about Poland, wants to know where I'm from, Polish food, Polish music. I'm a musician, so I'm very lucky to come from a country of a great piano composer, Friedrich Chopin.
I'm just nodding my head. I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry.
Terrible. Oh, sweets. You can come for some piano lessons with me, so I'll teach you.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yes. So the experience was marvelous for me, really marvelous.
So now you live here for 1 and 4 years. Is there anything that you wish you would have known before coming to Taiwan?
I wish I did a driving license for scooters.
Okay,
Because,
it's not too late. You can still do it.
So many opportunities. Someone has said that there are much more scooters than people here in Taiwan. I know as well that this is dangerous at some places, but when you visit, for example, some more remote places here in Taiwan or some islands, it could be actually interesting to rent one and to just enjoy.
It's funny you would say that because I was actually living in Taiwan for 6 years before taking my scooter license, and I was just like living by the MRT stations and then taking the MRT, and I just wanted to leave Taiwan because I could only explore Taipei. It's so boring. It's just like it's green line, blue line, red line, and that's it. But then I managed to take the scooter license, rediscover Taiwan in a whole new way. And there's also a YouTube video where I teach people how to take the scooter license. I'll send you the link later.
Actually, I took the scooter license test just last week and I passed. And in preparation for my test, I stumbled across your video.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you helped me.
So I have to find the time to do that.
There you go. And if you have not seen this video, please do remember to subscribe to my channel so you can either if you know a foreigner who in need of a scooter license, or you just want to know anything else about Taiwan, or in this case Europeans in Taiwan. I just have to apologize because as a Swede, although we are all European, I'm afraid I don't know that much about Poland. And basically in Swedish schools, the first thing we know is that we have been in a lot of wars together, which is not really the best way to start a relationship. So please forgive me both for the war and not knowing so much.
As for the wars, Europe is yes. The history of Europe is majority of countries experienced conflicts, occupations, as Poland did throughout the many ages of its history. But still, today we have extremely good relations as a Baltic very well developed cooperation, but also to help keep viable economic cooperation within our region.
As for the wars, I have a funny story about that because I used to have a very passionate history teacher in junior high school. He said, they stole a lot of gold from us. And whenever you meet a Swedish person, ask them to give back your gold. So Lukas, please give me back my gold.
Basically, the only thing I know is that Poland's national anthem is the only one that mentions Sweden, because Sweden's national anthem does not mention Sweden by name, but you are actually singing about us in your national anthem. And I do also know that Poland was a guest of honor at the 2023 Taipei International Books Exhibition, who got over 500,000 visitors in only 6 days. You were mentioning the warmth of the Taiwanese people. And I also have to say, as a very tiny apology for all the wars here, we had one of the biggest forest fires in Sweden. I think maybe now it's like 5-6 years ago. Of all the countries, Poland were the ones sending, I forgot the number, but let's say like 40 fire trucks to come up and help us. So I feel like the Polish people and the Taiwanese people are both very, very kind, warm, especially to foreigners and to others. I want to thank you for that as well.
I think you should consider including Poland in your anthem. For that, it would be very nice.
But I also wanted to ask, have you noticed any other similarities between Polish people and Taiwanese people, or Poland and Taiwan, that maybe you didn't expect, since, as you said, we're now at the end of the world and 300 times your grandma's house?
Judging by the results that Taiwan achieved throughout this last decades, it seems that Taiwan has a really hardworking citizens. They managed to really create a very unique space when it comes to the achievements such as a semiconductor industry that is world renowned, and it indicates that this might be something similar to what we have in Poland, because as you see from our history, we were forced to reconstruct Poland several times. It required certain effort and certain stamina in order to do that. I find it very similar to Taiwanese, because they had to put a lot of effort to create this unique place that is so significant for the world economy.
In my notes, I only had that you both like dumplings, but this was a much better answer than I had in mind. So on the European Office YouTube channel, we're making pierogi. How would you compare that with Taiwanese dumplings? And is Taiwanese dumplings your favorite Taiwanese food, or do you have another favorite?
Polish pierogi, I think they might be a little bit more salty, a little bit thicker than the local ones, but they equally good.
Very diplomatic answer. Yes.
I love so many Taiwanese dishes, but if I had to pick one thing, my favorite thing to eat,
you have
Taiwan,
to say your wife's cooking now, just so you know.
My wife's cooking, of course, my wife's cooking is fantastic. But actually, my wife cooks some Polish food for me. For example, zrazy, pierogi with the beet soup, with barszcz. That's sort of a traditional Christmas meal in Poland. Very, very delicious. One of my very favorite things to eat in Taiwan is actually fruits. The quality of the fruits here. The fruits are very juicy. There's a lot of fruits that are maybe not as available in Poland, and mangoes and wonderful watermelons. So especially during the season, the summer season, I eat a lot of fruits.
If a Taiwanese would go and visit Poland, are there any differences that you think that will be challenging for Taiwanese people to visit Poland?
First challenge is size.
Size?
Poland is 10 times bigger than Taiwan.
Wow.
High mountains, more than 200 kilometers of sandy beaches, the region of 1,000 lakes where you can really sail from one to another and spend weeks just discovering various elements of the nature. Forest, the only one in Europe where you can find Polish bisons. They're not American, they actually are indigenous. So many interesting places you can see, you can just appreciate the old architecture. The examples are reconstructed, but many of those places are of original nature. As Taiwanese, you have to visit Krakow, one of the oldest city in Poland and one of the most picturesque in Europe. That is something that always amazes foreigners when they come to Poland.
I've been in Taiwan for 11 years and I'm still not done exploring Taiwan. And if then Poland is 10 times bigger, I would need like more than 100 years to discover everything.
The Polish people are very welcoming, very supportive. I think that it's not challenging to travel in Poland for Taiwanese people. Polish people welcome you with open heart.
I'm a European, maybe just a very ignorant one, but the first thing as a Swede, when I hear Poland, I think about Speedway. But I think that's a little bit like too niche for Taiwanese people maybe to understand.
We might have actually the strongest league in the world. For those who don't know anything about Speedway, like drifting the motorcycle. So if you ever watched the Tokyo Drift, or you know something about car drifting, it's drifting all the time with the motorcycles, and it is spectacular. But yes, it's I think it's reserved only for certain nations.
You need to be European to understand. I'm sorry. If a Taiwanese or someone would go and visit Poland, what would you say is the most important other word or phrase in Polish that they should know before visiting?
Na zdrowie. It has to be na zdrowie. It has to be na zdrowie. Which is, of course, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. You will hear it a lot because we are so welcoming.
Do you agree?
Yes, definitely. If you would like to informally say hello, it's cześć.
Cześć. Na zdrowie. Yeah, there we go. All you need to know.
Friends forever.
Friends forever. If someone wants to know more about Poland, but sadly don't have the opportunity to travel 300 times the distance to your relatives to go there, is there anything people can do here in Taiwan?
This is where Kamil comes into the picture because piano recital we organized every year in the autumn, and last time We organize it in Dun
Park. Yes.
Dun Park. The idea is to organize outdoor recital that somehow resembles the very famous outdoor performances in one of the biggest Polish gardens in the center of Warsaw, where in front of the monument of Frédéric Chopin, you will always find the piano and the artist who performs during the day for hundreds or even thousands of people just sitting on the grass in front of this piano. Everyone can attend, everyone can enjoy the nature and the beautiful music of Frédéric Chopin.
And we are recreating that in Taiwan. It's a very special, very unique event.
That sounds amazing.
You should come. You would learn from Chopin, boss.
Yes,
It's good for you.
Absolutely. I think I need to hear it in order to fully understand it.
That's right.
Where can we find more information about the event?
Our web pages, Polish office. We have a Facebook. We also tweeting a lot.
And of course, you'll have all the links you can possibly need down in the description as well. And as you might remember, the head of the European Union office here in Taiwan is also Polish. And we actually made an interview with him as well, where he was mentioning that he drinks 1 bubble milk tea every day.
I got addicted to bubble tea. It's part of my daily diet now.
Your daily diet? Is it like one bubble tea per day?
I try to cut, but yes.
Okay. So in honor to Mr. Philip, today you have actually had a chance to win one of these milk tea cup holders with the EU in Taiwan tag, a bubble tea a day, but keep the plastic waste away. And the only thing you need to do in order to have a chance to win these is of course to head over to the European Union office in Taiwan. You have all their social media right there, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and then all you have to do is to follow the instructions when they are sharing this video on their social media as well. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.